choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the It's Week 10 of the NFL. And up next...
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go here in Albuquerque. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at the veteran under center, their seventh-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
He's got his man, Gates. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Second down and a little more than a yard here. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's checked down to Gordon. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 2nd down and 4. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, they'll throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Blues get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. 13 carries, 62 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Hart, and that's complete. It's Allington. From the 48-yard line, here's the second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
A give up the middle to Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 10.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's our home team with possession. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hart. It's caught by Brown. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Escaping the press. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Armadillos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Blues offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it, and they blow that up behind the line. They call it a loss of a yard there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll go with Lindsey up the middle. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Looking to throw. Hard. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both love. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now the Albuquerque offense out to take over now. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hart. Ellington has it, middle of the field. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Off play action. Hart. A deep ball for Ellington. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Hart. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the 1st half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Operating from the gun. Hart. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hart gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And now at this point in the 1st half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly down into the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Armadillos offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And as we play here in the month of November, he's putting together a campaign to remember, the NFL's leader amongst wideouts in touchdown receptions. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now 3rd down and 6.
Back to throw. Hart. He'll find Lindsey here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hart. And that's complete. It's Allington. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 4. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 48 yards rushing for him now, and what was his 10th carry of the ball game. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 9 now. Caught. It's Allington. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Hart. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Armadillos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Blues.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Back to throw now on first down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Second down and inches. Delivering again to Gordon, and he's got him again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Blues.
They'll set up to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Blues answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that one an 8-play drive. It spanned 75 yards. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 6.
They'll go again with Lindsey.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to go one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. first time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll go down at the 28.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
The Blues offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Gates has it over the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 21-17, 2:14 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
He's back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Larson. And they'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, they took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the... It's week 10 of the 2038 season, and this one features the Bulls' leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Bulls and the Redwoods. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game. Thanks for joining us, football fans. I'm Kate Scott, joined in the booth by my partner, Brock Hewitt. And this week, Brock, got one group coming in off a win, another off that well. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And bringing them out, someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
Sure feels like the bye week came at a perfect time for him and his team as well. Right smack dab in the middle of the season, giving everybody some time to rest, recharge mentally, and really get yourself energized, Kate, to attack the rest of this regular season, starting with this contest.
And they're going to drag him down after a decent gain. He gets up to the 36. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up first down. Back-to-back carries here. Jukes one defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 36. Has it downfield, working the left. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Redwoods finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And the Redwoods will jump out to a 7-0 lead. This return starts at the 5. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. And we will get a look at their 6th-year signal caller.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play, but they will take that execution every time.
First down, and they go right back to him. Brushes him off with ease. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Throwing now, needing a first. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They go play action here. Completed to his running back. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 18 yards there. And they're going to have a 1st down. Dropping back to throw. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And they come away with some points on that series.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And this drive will start inside the 25. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. Option give here. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he finds him enough room to get it up to the 42-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to the well again. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That one gains 7. And that gives them the 1st. They kick the running back in motion. This time it's a passing play. This is reeled in by Edwards. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9. Now looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 1st and 10 from the 41. They're running the option, short side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And he can't find a lane before being wrapped up at the line. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Pass play coming here. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did, got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. We're at the 2-minute warning now from San Diego. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Looking for a throw here. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him.
And they take this in for the score. The Bulls making a 1-score game before halftime. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Redwoods returning their offense, and this running back to the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that. Now we have a stoppage. They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call. 2nd and 3. Short pass brought in. And that'll be enough for the 1st as they touch him down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Pass play on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll give him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Still sticking with the passing game. Looking right, and he finds him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 41. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that'll be a first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Another throw coming on 2nd and 10. Oh, the football's loose. It's picked up by the defense.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
One last play before the break. On 1st down, they'll run. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. We've reached halftime. The Redwoods on the road and enjoying a lead. Now we'll jump from the West Coast. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive in the 2nd half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Putting a receiver in motion. Back now, pressure on its way. Able to get it to Edwards. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To throw it on 1st down. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. All set up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one does not go far. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. This offense ready to get going again now. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Second down now, 7 to go. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They're throwing it. Complete out to the right. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Here comes their offense out again. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That one's complete, right side. The 30. The 10. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Bulls just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Bulls take a 4-point lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Now outruns their offense to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Running it now out of the gun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves him with 3rd down and 5. Here's a throw. Brought in right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And they'll have 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Finds a man right side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Number 84. A gain of 7. 1st down, Sacramento.
Give now to the running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the 46. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. They have the ball and could use an early score. They trail to start the 4th. Markers reset, ball at the 37. This one goes off right tackle. Stiff arm success. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 27. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll give him a 1st down. They're going play action. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He was there. He just couldn't corral it. So that brings up 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Still well short after the 3-yard run. It's going to be 4th down and 6. He'll look to throw. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. Motioning him from the slot right. He'll try with the wideout. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. The Redwoods take a 4th quarter lead. Well, partner, with the increased focus on receivers now in the ground game, the jet sweep, it's a weapon all 32 teams and coaches have to rely on for offense. And for the good ones, it can be a lucrative play to have ready, too.
Yeah, lucrative on the scoreboard, certainly, Kate. And don't forget about lucrative for the wallet, too. Next time his agent's at the negotiating table, he's going to be sure to bring plays up like that one. And mention the value he could bring beyond the work of just catching the football.
That one splits the uprights. And the Redwoods push their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense getting set to go. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Man in motion here. They'll run here on 1st down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Here's 2nd and 11. Edwards got it. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. This is reeled in by Edwards. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Complete out to the right side. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the red zone now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he's able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
He brings it. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
He'll throw it. Has it in close. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they've tied it up late in the 4th.
The prospect of overtime now, Kate's right on the horizon thanks to that field goal. His mindset, though, well, it's the same as all his teammates out there who are about to take the field. Let's go get this ball back. Let's find a way to win this thing in regulation.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Redwoods back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this 2nd half. They'll throw to begin this drive. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in San Diego. Redwoods want to end it in regulation if they can. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. Took off with it again. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Lone back gets the handoff. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense takes its third and final timeout. Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal. That one is good. And that, folks, is your game winner.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Redwoods as we say goodbye from San Diego.